out to Money Brown, man. Respect Junior. My boy Money Brown, he get a lot of money, that's why I call him Money Brown.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Money Brown TV. Thank you so much for everything.
Yo, what's going on after the fight? Well, it's your boy Money back with another one, man. And this one here is on the WBO welterweight world champion, you know, a 3-division world champion and a former undisputed world champion, Terrance T-Bud Crawford, and Showtime Shawn Porter, you know, the 2-time welterweight world champion. Now, we all know that this fight is on the verge of taking place, right? Shawn Porter and Terrance Bud Crawford is on the verge of taking place, you know. But as you can see at the bottom, you see $1 million. $1 million. You know, Bob Arum and Terrance Bud Crawford allegedly, you know, offered Shawn Porter $1 million to fight. To where Shawn Porter told him, listen, bro, I'm not taking no goddamn $1 million. Don't try to sit over here and lowball me. Like, what the hell do I look like? Now, if this is true, family, I want y'all to hear me very, very clearly, man. If this shit is true, y'all offer Shawn Porter $1 million, knowing this man make way more than that, fighting a fucking nobody. It's terrible. It's really terrible, fam. Shawn Porter has came off of Errol Spence pay-per-view fight. You feel me? That was part of his fight. So his first pay-per-view numbers are almost 300 plus, and his first pay-per-view did better than both of Terrance Bud Crawford pay-per-views put together. Both of his pay-per-views put together. You feel me? Now, come on, man. Come on now. You know Al Heyman is paying these guys way more than $1 million. Now, this is where it come down to, family. Do you really want to fight with Shawn Porter, Terrance Bud Crawford? You know, we know Shawn Porter is the mandatory. You told him to activate his mandatory if you really want to fight. But now, you saying you only offering this man $1 million fucking dollars? Like, this shit it's insane to me. That's why it's hard to believe. It's really hard to believe. Now, we all know the situation with Bob Arum and Terrance Bud Crawford, and how Bob Arum, you know, saying he don't want to sit down with them no more. He don't want no more business to do with them. He don't want to resign them. Bob Arum came out and said he lost X amount of dollars on Terrance Bud Crawford, whether it's true or not. He said the money he lost on him, he could have built a mansion in Beverly Hills. Bud don't want to sit down. He don't want to promote himself. He don't want to take the big fights. You know, Bob's saying a lot of things about Terrance Bud Crawford, putting him on blast, saying Bomac leaked the contract, or what, you know, the contract said about the $1 million if he don't get the Spence fight. So Bob is highly, highly upset with Terrance Bud Crawford and his team, to the point to where he wants nothing to do with him. He wants nothing to do with him. He really washing his hands and saying, you know, he can go on over to PBC and do whatever the fuck he want to do. Right now, I'm focusing on my stable up under him, and this is how I'm moving. You feel me? Ever since Lomachenko lost to Teofimo Lopez, Bob has been in a pissy, angry, grumpy mood. You understand me? Now that Lomachenko has came out and went against Bob Arum, saying that Bob paid the judges for him to lose, Bob is even in a bigger fucked up place right now in life, and how he feeling, because he loved Lomachenko. He loved him. Put all his eggs in the basket, build him up as better than Floyd, Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, saying he was the greatest thing he ever seen in his life, only for Lomachenko to turn around and backstab him. So what do you think you give a fuck about a Terrance Bud Crawford right now? I repeat, what do you think Bob Arum gives a fuck about a Terrance Bud Crawford right now, when he feel like his own kind that he stuck up for turned around and stabbed him in the back? Now, Bob Arum knows a Shawn Porter fight will put Bud on another level right now. You know what I mean? If Bud can get a Shawn Porter fight and go in there and beat him, especially knock him out like everybody assuming he would do, not me, but all the Bud people that's crazy fanatic Bud fans. I'm a Bud fan, but not to the extent where I'm going to say you're going to knock out Shawn Porter. You know what I mean? But leave it up to Bernie and the other people who just, you can't say nothing wrong about Bud. He's going to knock him out. So just think, if he do knock him out, what they can do for Terrance Bud Crawford. Why isn't Bob Arum willing to pay Shawn Porter at least $3 to $4 to $5 million to get into the ring with Terrance Bud Crawford. When y'all offered Danny 3, that was the first deal y'all came to Danny Garcia with, a $3 million offer. But y'all come to Shawn Porter with $1 million offer? Are you playing with PBC right now? Are you taunting and mocking Al Heyman right now? Like, what the fuck is this? Is this a joke? You know what I mean? Is it April Fool's Day? You understand what I'm saying? Because there's no way in hell you're offering Shawn Porter, a top welterweight, top 5 welterweight, you feel me? Former 2-time world champion, just lost his WBC to Errol Spence in a good fight where he put up a hell of an effort, still lost 8-4 in my opinion, but put up a hell of an effort and shows that he's a fucking formidable foe for anybody. That you offer this man $1 million like he won't bring you that much more money back. Shawn Porter would be the toughest fighter on Terrance Bud Crawford resume. He would be the hottest fighter on Terrance Bud Crawford resume. And Terrance Bud Crawford would do good numbers on pay-per-view if Bob Earl was to put it on pay-per-view, in Monty Brown's opinion. In my opinion. Because everyone want to see could Terrance Bud Crawford do those things that he doing to the fighter that he fought, to the top guys at the welterweight division. And Shawn Porter is one of the top guys last time I checked. But if your promoter is not willing, and if you are not willing to pay this man Shawn Porter what he's worth, then that man is not stepping into the ring. Now, him being a mandatory, you're going to have to be forced to fight him. Force. And y'all got to come with a better deal than a fucking $1 million, bro. I'm going to repeat. Y'all have to come with a better deal than $1 million for Showtime Shawn fucking Porter. I know Kenny Porter looked at that shit and said, what's this? To fly us in or put us in a hotel? Like, what the fuck is $1 million? You understand me? Now, Shawn versus Bud would be a hell of a fight. Very competitive. Very, very competitive. You know what I mean? I got Bud winning that fight on the cards, but I do got Shawn Porter giving him a run for his money. I do. If Bud go in there and box Porter, he win easy. In my opinion, 8-4, could be 9-3. But if he go in there and try to bang it out with Shawn, you know, he might catch his first L. And he might dog it out and win a 7-5 fight. You know, or he could probably knock him out. It's a possibility. I'm not going to take a knockout out of the equation. I just don't see it. But this is the fight that Terrance Bud Crawford needed if there's no Errol Spence or Manny Pacquiao. Terrance Bud Crawford came out his own mouth and said, okay, if I don't get Earl or Manny, I'm going to go for Shawn Porter. Offering $1 million is not a going for Shawn Porter, Bud. It's not. That's a low ball. That's worse than a low ball. That's a robbery. That's a steal. Now, when Shawn Porter finished paying his team, get to paying Uncle Sam, he ain't left with no $1 million. You feel me? This is not Shawn Porter's first biggest fight. Shawn Porter been in multiple fights where he got X amount of millions of dollars, dog. X amount of millions of dollars. You think those suits are cheap he wearing? They some corny, colorful ass suits, but they not cheap. Shawn has some money in the bank. Kenny Porter going to make sure of that. You feel me? So let's not play semantics. Let's not play games with this dude, man. Get this man what he's worth. But put the pressure on Bob Earl to pay this man what he's worth. Get in that ring and fight Shawn Porter, dog. This is a fight to build your legacy. This is a fight to make people shut the fuck up about you from saying, hey, man, he haven't fought nobody at 147 yet. He need to fight one of the top dogs. This is that top dog that you need to fight right now. Yes, he don't have a belt. He don't have a belt. But a lot of other fighters that you fought didn't have a belt. But Shawn Porter is a top 5 welterweight. If there's no Errol Spence, if there's no Manny Pacquiao, you make the Shawn Porter fight happen, bud. You make it happen. And if you can go in there and beat him worse than Errol Spence beat him, think about what that does for your resume. Think about what that does for you at the negotiation table. You understand me? Think about what the fans are going to say. You feel me? It's a lot that go into a Shawn Porter fight for Terrance Bud Crawford. But you can't be offering $1 million to somebody like Shawn Porter, trying to lowball him, knowing he not going to take the shit because it make it look like that you guys don't want to fight. And I know Terrance Bud Crawford will fight Shawn Porter. I know Terrance Bud Crawford is not afraid of Shawn Porter. Like I said, I have Terrance Bud Crawford beating Shawn Porter on the cards. But offering $1 million, leave the door open for people to speculate. People speculate on every fucking thing, bro. Every little thing. You sit up here, you say you want 50-50 with Earl Spence, knowing you're not worth 50-50, but you turn around and get Shawn Porter $1 million for a fight? What type of shit is that? What is that? You saying Earl Spence trying to lowball you? Oh, he don't want to fight. He trying to take all the money. But do you want to fight Shawn Porter by offering $1 million? Come on, man. What kind of sense does that make? What kind of sense does that make, bro? It don't add up. You don't put somebody like Shawn Porter in the ring with you talking about I'm going to give you $1 million, knowing that this man generates more than that. He generates more than that, bro. You feel me? Now, I want Terrance Bud Crawford versus Earl Spence. If Terrance Bud Crawford could get Manny Pacquiao, kudos to him. But we know the Manny Pacquiao fight's not happening. The Earl Spence fight look like it's not happening because Bud said he's not taking the 60-40. You feel me? Listen to his team talk. They fucking up the fight. But this Shawn Porter fight can damn sure take place. Can damn sure take place. You feel me? And this is a fight for Terrance Bud Crawford legacy. You dig? This is a good fight for the fans. It's gonna be fan friendly. If Bud go in there and beat him to the best of his ability, it's gonna rise his stock. You dig? It's gonna add to your legacy because you just put a 2-time world champion in Shawn Porter on your shit. Regardless if he lost to Earl Spence, regardless if he lost to Kell Brook, regardless if he lost to Keith Thurman, dog. Shawn gave all of them a hell of a fight. Now, what can you do different that they didn't do? It's gonna be the question, Bud. That's what people are going to be watching in this fight. You knocked out everybody at welterweight. Can you knock out Shawn Porter? Can you knock out Shawn Porter? Can you knock out Shawn Porter? Let's find out. Let's find out. And this assuming you don't get the big fights that you want. But Shawn is ready. Kenny is ready. Bud, I believe you are ready. Tell your promoter to quit bullshitting you, dog. Tell that man to pay Shawn Porter what he's worth. Tell him that's the fight that put you up on that pedestal where people can shut the fuck up. Of course you're a 3-division world champion. Of course you're a future Hall of Famer. Of course you're the former undisputed champion. Of course you're the WBO welterweight world champion. But at the welterweight division, people feel like you're not on that pedestal to where you did nothing yet, bro. They're not giving you credit for Jeff Horn. They're not giving you credit for Amir Khan and Benavidez and Mean Machine and Kell Brook. But this fight, you can shut everybody the fuck up, bro. You can shut everybody the fuck up and say, see what I told y'all? Told y'all I'm a motherfucking dog. I'm an animal. This shit is real. My power is real. These skills are real. Look what I just did to Shawn Porter. Look what Earl Spence did to Shawn Porter. He went 12 with Earl Spence. I knocked his ass out. Or I beat him in a better fashion than Earl Spence. So what y'all got to say now? Are y'all still going to continue to hate on me? Are y'all still not going to give me my props? Are y'all still going to say I'm not a bad motherfucker? That way you can talk your shit to these cats. You feel me? But offering $1 million, they're going to talk shit about you. Not your motherfucking promoter Bob Earn, where everybody know he the one holds the cards to the fight happening, but they're going to talk shit about you, bud. It falls back in your lap. So you need to get on your promoter, tell him, pay Shawn Porter what he's worth if that fight ever comes to fruition, and let's see y'all boys get it on. Because Shawn Porter is the mandatory. Shawn Porter don't look like he bagging down. Kenny Porter don't look like he bagging down. The fans want this fight. Let's see what y'all give it to the fans, dog. But the ball is in top rank in Terrance Bud Crawford court to make the Shawn Porter fight happen. They said Earl Spence tried to lowball them, but they trying to lowball fucking Shawn Porter, and it's very, very terrible. It's not even close. Because 60-40 is way different than offering a man $1 million fucking dollars, dog. That's sad. That's sad. I'm not going to blame you for all this, Bud, but you are the fighter, you are the boss, and I will be looking forward to in the future to see what you do to overturn this bullshit, because you and Shawn Porter needs to fight. You guys need to fight if you can't get Earl Spence or Manny Pacquiao. That is the fight for you. Make this shit happen. Be fair. Until then, this your boy Monty. This the NSBC moving. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to donate. OG Money on Cash App. TreyHafter52@gmail.com on PayPal. If you can't, just tell a friend or tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, share the video. And y'all know how I get down. Big dog status.